I'm Lee Snyder of Doc's Total Package. I'm going to show you a way, if you take a look here at the seats here, of dyeing leather the proper way. This is a seat that we've already done. A leather seat that has been properly dyed. Looks like it hasn't been dyed. It looks like it's just clean and new. How we've done this is we've used a number of products. We've used a leather prep. Actually, we cleaned it with a silicone wash to remove any kinds of silicones. Now let me back up. We use a general cleaner first of all, rawhide. From there, we use the silicone wash to remove any kind of silicone. Then we use a leather prep, which opens up the pores. And that's crucial that we do that last. As that's done, the area is all prepared for coloring. Then, what we've already done here is, then we take the Amigo. Now, the Amigo is a product that's very special because it does this. It's designed primarily for leather steering wheels. In other words, leather steering wheels has a lot of contact. And this particular area in the seats here, you're going to notice that too. What this does is when you apply this, it stays sticky until the dye is applied on top of it, and then it gets hard. So it grabs on in two ways. What we've done is we've already mixed the color and the dye. We're going to use this Prevel sprayer. We mixed the dye, the Iron Man product, with a catalyst in there. And that's going to make it so it'll get hard. So now, as we demonstrate, you'll notice here the deep grooves here. See how this is very dark and and you can see here where color has been worn off, but when we cleaned it and prepped it, we got it ready for coloring. A lot of times what I do is before I dye, a lot of times I'll run my hand over it to make sure there's no pieces of dirt or any kind of debris that's stuck in there that will affect adhesion. So now, pay close attention to the leather. In fact, don't get too close because we don't want to get spray all over the cover. But you can see as we spray this to the Prevel sprayer, we're just going to lightly fog it in. And then what we do, it's very crucial that a hair dryer is done because it dries quickly. It also helps it bond, and then it makes it possible for you to move on to the second coat. You'll notice that it doesn't go away all at once. But as you see the different stages, and we're going to concentrate just on this one area before we do the whole seat. In fact, if you move up here, you see how this is traditionally worn down? I'll do that too, because that might be a good illustration of how effective the Iron Man system is. And as I said before, this is only 4 ounces of dye. That's already been pre-mixed. It'll probably take me 4 to 6 ounces. It might take me 8 ounces to do. In fact, go ahead and scan around the shop there. You'll see all the seats that we have here. So we have to do all this. And this is a Jaguar. Actually, I'm not sure what this is. But all I know is this is a Jaguar dealership that we're doing. And they gave me the seats to buy, to prep it, and of course they know what to expect. They get the total package. Okay, so that's working on that. Let's finish down here. After a while, there's nothing more boring than to watch the guy stand and look at the hairdryer as it's blowing and drying and has nothing to say. I can think of a joke or two, but I'm sure that if you don't laugh at the joke, then of course it might make the work look bad. I don't know. In either case, I used to have a person, he worked for me, I'm not going to say that he was old. One years ago, he's not old, but he tells me that he was kind of old, but they said they discontinued his blood type. I didn't know that was possible, but apparently it was. Anyway, so there you go. Take a look at that. That's just with 2 little coats. 2 little coats, it makes it possible to see how that has lightened and disappeared. Now, of course, we're going to put a little bit more on, but that's part of the process. This, of course, is just 1 coat. And of course, we need more time to get the hairdryer there. And you see, the point is, as you look at the light here, this is what you want. You don't want a shine. You don't want no sheen. It has to look like leather. It smells like leather, and it feels like leather. It's got to look like leather. So thank you very much for looking at this video of Doc's Total Package. If you need any help, we'd be happy to assist in any way we can. And of course, if it's not docstotalpackage.net, go to Doc's Total Repair, which gives you a little bit of idea of some of our local service too. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.